Let me tell you why going heavier might actually be the reason why you're not seeing the results that you want. And I promise you, this is not a video trying to convince you to lift light weights. It's about understanding the purpose behind the weight that you're using and how to use it as a tool for the muscle you're actually trying to grow. Because when it comes to hypertrophy, using a heavier weight does not always mean better results. Remember, muscle tissue does not care about the number on the bar. It cares about the consistent direct tension that's applied to it. See, you can perform the same exercise with the same form, control, and range of motion at two completely different weights, and inside your body, the stimulus can be completely different. As the weight gets heavier, synergistic muscles start taking over, your joints and connective tissue start to absorb more strain, and your nervous system gets taxed way harder, all while the muscle you're trying to target ends up doing less of the work. But when you pick a weight that actually challenges the muscle you're trying to target versus the movement, you shift the weight back to where it belongs, into that muscle. The prime mover stays in control, tension stays consistent, and you create a deeper connection to the muscle you're actually trying to develop. Let's use hack squats for an example. You can perform this movement for, let's say, 10 reps, and you can do it with the intent of moving the weight with good form, control, and range of motion, using the heaviest load that you can while maintaining that standard. Or you can perform that same movement with the same form, control, and range of motion, but with your quads as the primary focus throughout the lift. Now, obviously, that goal will need to be a little bit lighter because the goal is not to move as much weight possible while keeping your form clean. It's move the heaviest weight that you can while keeping your quads in full control for the entire set. And that's where a lot of lifters get caught up in their ego. They think, I can lift more weight with good form, control, and range of motion, but the real question is, does it actually create a deeper hypertrophy for the muscle you're targeting, or are you just feeding your ego? Because just because you can move more weight doesn't mean that you should, especially if it takes the tension away from the muscle you're trying to grow. Now, at that heavier load, yes, your quads are still working, but so are the assisting muscles around it, like your glutes, lower back, abs, and stabilizers. Everything's contributing at a high level to help you move that weight. Now, when you slightly reduce the load and stay in full control, your quads completely take over. That's where you feel that deep, locked-in tension where you want it. Not in your joints, not in your connective tissues, not in your lower back, but in your quads. And that's the point. Remember, the goal in hypertrophy training isn't to see how much weight you can move from point A to point B, even if you have good form, control, and range of motion. It's create as much tension as possible in the muscle you're trying to target, and then progressively overloading that stimulus over time. Because remember, your muscles do not know the number on the bar. They only know the quality and duration of the tension that you put them under. So if your goal is bodybuilding, building your body, stop trying to move weight like a powerlifter, and instead execute your exercises like a bodybuilder with control, precision, and intent behind every rep. So next time you go to train, be honest with yourself about your goal and stay true to that goal. Use the weight that makes the muscle work, not the one that makes the lift look the most impressive. That's how you maximize hypertrophy.